Alrighty, here we go, folks. The best game of the year. The best game of the playoffs, hand down. Potentially the best game of the entire season. Man. And if you did not watch this game, y'all need to make sure you watch it as soon as possible. However you can watch it, get a league pass. See if you can go back and watch this game because that's how great and entertaining this game was. Nets at the Celtics. I'm about to rewatch it. I'm about to rewatch it after the show because I cannot get enough of this game, folks. Absolutely unbelievable. My jaw was on the floor watching the final 10 seconds of this game. I said out loud, this is the craziest game I've ever seen. One of the best endings I've ever seen in the NBA, folks. That's how great this game was, folks. And everybody's still on the Nets, and everybody wants to be big on the Nets, and I'm sure a lot of people are today. I haven't seen it yet. But, I'll see more after the show once kind of everybody, takes and opinions are out there officially and clipped up and all that so everybody can see. I'm sure everybody's going to be saying, this is why you should be afraid of the Nets. Hey, they only lost by 1. They're going to still win the series and all that. But I think you're reading it the wrong way. It's once again, this is why we should be afraid of the Celtics. And we've got, plays to point out. So let's talk about these plays. Let's go down to these plays and tell y'all why we should be afraid of the Celtics still. And why we're really still not afraid of this Nets team, honestly. So Celtics get the 1-point win, winning 115-114. Unfortunately, they don't cover the -4. We were talking them up to -9.5. That was the max you could bet them up to. We even, kind of took some, we had to go down to a deep, dark alley, very shady part of town to bet $10,000 on the Celtics -14.5 because no sports books were offering that high of a spread. That didn't pan out either, so I'm in some hot water over here. Hopefully they don't come knocking on the studio as we're live. But we digress there. Celtics only win by 115-114, but it's exactly how they won this game, folks. Sheesh. So let's take it here. Final 19 seconds of the game. Nets up 114-113, and Kevin Durant, and once again, why we're still not totally scared of this Nets team, Kevin Durant's unclutchability this year, and only this year alone, it's starting to truly show. Kevin Durant may just be having an unclutch season, and it's unfortunate, but that's kind of, clutchness. It comes and it goes. Nobody's 100% clutch rate. I mean, you could be like 60-70% clutch rate, but we're still getting a 30-40% unclutch rate, and I think this is part of that 30-40% unclutch rate for Kevin Durant, and it's unfortunate, but another unclutchability here by Kevin Durant. They're up 1 point, 114-113. Kevin Durant, step back 3 against Jayson Tatum. And we've already been calling Jayson Tatum a superstar. We've been calling this man a superstar ever since we started the show a year and a half ago, and I've been muddling it under my breath for the last 3 years. Hey, this dude's a superstar. I already saw. The first time I saw Jayson Tatum in the NBA on the Celtics, I was like, yes, this man is a superstar. But some of y'all are still reluctant and hesitant to give this man that superstar, the superstar title. Why? The man locked up Kevin Durant right here to keep it a 1-point game. Look at that closeout. Kevin Durant, easy money, Slim Reaper, easy money sniper. And he D's him up perfectly. Kevin Durant to miss 3. To go up 4, this would have ended the game. 14 seconds left, Nets up 4, game over. Nets steal game 1 on the road, feeling good heading into game 2. But no, Jayson Tatum D's him up 1-on-1. No help here. ISO defense at the top 3-point arc. Look at this man. Doesn't let Kevin Durant move to the left, bodies him up. Kevin Durant has to step back and go to the right now. Jayson Tatum's right there with them and then closes out. Look at that, folks. Look at this closeout. Bingo, bango, tough. And Kevin Durant could not shoot over Jayson Tatum, superstar, correct? Look at that miss off the back iron. And Al Horford with the big rebound we love. And look at the lineup here on the kind of to close out the game. Exactly kind of what we wanted the starting lineup to be. Derek White, Jayson Tatum, Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, Al Horford. Get Daniel Tice out of there. And I'm so glad Daniel Tice is not in the end of games, because that man is unfortunately the worst player on the Celtics. So, Al Horford getting it done still. This is a Bigs World OG Big, still getting it done in today's NBA. Yeah. Once again, this is all why we should be afraid of the Celtics. Jayson Tatum, great defense. Al Horford getting big boards down late. Yes. And then for the best play right here, folks, tying it all together and truly why we should be afraid of the Celtics. Here we go. Now, officially secure the rebound, right? Here we go. We had to break it up into 3 different plays to truly get it all. So here we go. The rebound by Al Horford. 14 seconds left. Celtics now officially only down 1, and they have a timeout, but the head coach, Ime Udoka, he does not call the timeout. He lets them play. Oh my goodness. What? That's so absurd, right? Letting them play, not calling the timeout, not drawing up the last play, all that. The head coach having faith in his superstars. Big time closeout. The energy. It's rocking. You're at home, and he doesn't screw with it. Lets them play on. Great coaching. You better believe Steve Nash is calling a timeout in this situation. Okay, let me bring out a board here and pretend like I know what I'm doing and draw up a play for Kevin Durant or Kyrie Irving. That's what Steve Nash would have did. But no. I can't even call him head coach of the year finalist, because he's not. How absurd is that? And we'll talk about that a little bit later. But Ime Udoka is not even a top 3 head coach of the year candidate. What the hell is that? That's disrespectful, but we'll save that for a little bit later in the show. But great job head coaching. Great job trusting and just trusting your players. Hey, y'all got it. Final 10 seconds, y'all got it. The energy's got it. I trust y'all. We don't have to stop it here and lose the momentum and let me try to use my big brain IQ to draw up the game-winning play. Nah, y'all got it. First-year head coach on this Celtics team. Y'all got it. I trust y'all. I trust y'all players to get it done. And that's exactly what they did, because we're going right back to Jayson Tatum for the game winner. Great closeout defense for this opportunity, and then goes out and wins the game by scoring the game-winning layup right at the buzzer. I'm talking literal seconds, milliseconds away from not beating the buzzer. So shout out to Ime Udoka for not calling the timeout. So, all right, just to keep score, folks, in the last 3 seconds of this game, right, that we've covered. Jayson Tatum, great lockdown defense. Coach of the year, making smart, no timeout calls, letting them play. Al Horford, OG Big, still getting it done. That's 3 reasons alone why we should all be afraid of the Celtics, yes? But there's more, so let's keep going on. So here we go. Al Horford gets the rebound. Derek White's got the ball now. They dribble up the court. Derek White passes it to Jaylen Brown. Now 9 seconds left over midcourt. Jaylen Brown dribbling, trying to hit the baseline. He gets locked up a little bit. 3 defenders start to collapse on him. So Jaylen Brown looks for an outlet pass. Time's winding down, folks. Time's winding down. Jaylen Brown may be stuck down low at the baseline a little bit. Another potential opportunity for Ime Udoka to be like, I'm calling timeout. It got a little dicey down there. Almost turned it over. Almost lost possession. Almost forced up a bad shot. Let me call a timeout to save the squad from themselves. No. Let's them play. Play on. Go out and get it done. So here we go. Time's winding down. Down 1. Need a score. But they use the entire clock and nobody's even panicking. You know how many times a player would just throw up and chuck up a bad shot with 5, 6, 7 seconds left? We've seen it all season, folks. We've called it out every single time. Jaylen Brown gets kind of double teamed. He's got to make a pass. He finds Marcus Smart wide open. Look at this man. Call him for the ball right here. 2 hands up wide open. Give me the ball. The clock is running out. We must chuck up a shot. Marcus Smart gets the ball right. And what does he do? 3 seconds left or 3.5 seconds left. You must shoot. Somebody shoot up the ball. The clock is running down. 2 defenders fly at Marcus Smart. And what does Marcus Smart do? Dribble, drive. Now 2 seconds left, passes the ball, still looking to make the best play even though the clock is winding down. There's 1.3 seconds left on the clock. Somebody put up the shot, and that's where Jayson Tatum comes in. Jayson Tatum saw Marcus Smart driving. Jayson Tatum drives to the basket as well, gets open in this nice 360 catch spin layup. We got to take it all the way back because we have to watch this one in real time because that's how fantastic it is. So here we go. We get the Marcus Smart dribble, pass, watch Jayson Tatum roll over Kyrie Irving, catch, roll, finish, layup, game winner in Boston. Game 1, Jayson Tatum, superstar again on the offensive, and the crowd goes crazy. Look at this arena, man. Oh man, oh yeah, Jayson Tatum, superstar. Everybody wanting to maul this man. What an absolute winner. And some people still have the gall to not count this man a superstar after, though, the final 10 seconds of this game, Jayson Tatum locking up Kevin Durant and then scoring on Kyrie Irving. Okay, that's what y'all told me was scary about the Nets, Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. Well, if y'all are scared on the Nets for that, well, what should we be thinking about the Celtics? The ones that beat the scary teams. The one that slays the scary ones. Ooh, he must be terrifying. Oh yeah, the Celtics are terrifying if the Nets are scary, yes? Yes? So respect the Celtics, Jayson Tatum, superstar, Marcus Smart. I mean, I think I would say this, and I think I'm comfortable in saying this. Let's say the roles were reversed a little bit here, where it was the Nets down 1, and the Nets in this situation where they have to get a bucket. If this is Kyrie Irving where Marcus Smart is, or if this is Kevin Durant where Marcus Smart is, I think they're taking the 3. I think they're taking this quick catch and shoot as 2 defenders are trying to close out on them. Now, they may have hit the shot because we know they can both score easy peasy. We know they're great shooters in this league who have made big shots in their career, but overall, this Celtics team, unselfishness, looking for the best opportunity, cool as a clam under pressure. Folks, look at this clock. It is ticking away, and nobody's really moving with any urgency. Nobody's like, oh my goodness, like, oh my, like, gotta shoot. Jaylen Brown didn't even like pump fake when he was driving baseline, drawing those two defenders in. It's not like he was like, oh, I gotta shoot it now. Ooh, let me pull it down. Ooh, now let me look. No, nobody was looking to shoot up or put up a dumb, lackadaisical, ill-advised shot here. Nerves of steel. That's coached and that's leadership, baby. And the Celtics have it both in spades, folks. I'm telling y'all, this Celtics team from top down is so gosh dang good, folks. And they have not been getting the respect that they really deserve all year long. That pass by Marcus Smart, the mental, all they really had to do was look at each other. Can we take this frame by frame? Here we go. Jayson Tatum at the top of the three-point line when Marcus Smart catches the ball. Here we go. Now he sees Marcus Smart may shoot this ball, so Jayson Tatum's getting ready to crash the boards. He's ready on a full-on sprint to crash the boards. Then he sees Marcus Smart actually dribble and pull it down, so he lets up a little bit. And then look at this. Look at the vision. Marcus Smart, folks, the vision. A1 point guard, tier one point guard in this league, folks. Respect Marcus Smart. I'm telling y'all can actively not respect Daniel Tice. That's fine. But everybody else on the Celtics team, y'all gotta respect them, folks, because they are getting it done. The vision, the pass by Marcus Smart right here to Jayson Tatum, wide open in the paint, catches the ball, sees it. Marcus Smart throws it absolutely beautifully, and then Jayson Tatum just a catch, spin, layup. It's absolutely magnificent with like 1 second and counting on the clock. Clutch layup, score, win the game with 0.1 seconds. It's a literal buzzer beater, spin, catch, layup, folks. Oh my goodness. And the Celtics win by 115 to 114 because of the Celtics, the terrifying Celtics, folks. It was absolutely brilliant this game, all the way in the fourth quarter. Kyrie was hitting some big-time shots, and I don't want to get lost in the shuffle because we are going to talk about Kyrie, because how can we not? I mean, obviously, we have to discuss. I mean, I'm sure y'all know what's going on with Kyrie. I'm sure y'all have heard of it, so we're obviously got to talk about it. But I don't want to knock Kyrie Irving because, once again, we're not scared of the Nets. Kevin Durant is fantastic, phenomenal player. So, same thing with Kyrie Irving. But once again, why we can't be scared of this Nets team? At the end of the day, folks, this is still a team sport. I know we talk about players like it's not a team sport in the NFL and in the NBA, but we do also have to realize this is a team sport. One player alone is really not going to be enough to single-handedly win you a ring in really any team sport. It's a little bit easier in basketball to do with only one person than in the NFL. But, LeBron really couldn't even do it himself. And we know he's one of the best players on the planet. So if he can't get it done really by himself, he can carry you to the finals. It's tough for him to win the finals by himself. So we still have to be scared of teams, and even if these great stars don't have, or if these stars don't have great talent around them, we really shouldn't be scared of the team overall. So I don't want to knock Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving and not give them the props. Kevin Durant, not the greatest game out here. Once again, that clutchability factor is seeming to be disappeared this season. Once again, his record speaks for itself here, folks. Over LeBron James, we say it all the time. In the finals, Kevin Durant pulling up over LeBron James deep as heck. It's ridiculous. But to clinch that series, I mean, that's one of the clutchest shots ever. Same thing with Kyrie Irving over Steph Curry against the Warriors in the finals to help, LeBron James win a ring. Absolutely clutch as heck shot. But Kevin Durant, unclutchability, not right here. But Kyrie Irving, right here, folks. Here we go. 50 seconds left. Tie game at 111. Kyrie Irving over Marcus Smart to drain the three. Bingo. Bingo. Now the Nets are on top. It's unfortunate, though. The Nets still lose the game, even though Kyrie Irving came up big in this game and was talking all of his stuff. And that's what we're talking about next. But just because a team has Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving doesn't mean they're a scary team. Yes, they're great. I'm not taking away anything from Kevin Durant or Kyrie Irving. They're phenomenal players. They're generational talents. And what, one of our main mottos on the show is let's not kind of, knock greatness in. So let me phrase it like this. Let's live in the moment and respect the greatness as we're watching them. And let's not get too caught up in knocking, quote unquote, the greatness like Tom Brady. Let's all respect Tom Brady and not kind of, say he's trash and he's so bad and not enjoy him in the moment while we have them. So let's not do that with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, but let's also kind of not over gush about them and say we're scared of them and everything like that. Scared of the Nets overall. All right, let's draw the line a little bit. So Kyrie Irving still played fantastic in this game overall. Huge clutch fourth quarter, hitting some big time shots. Just unfortunate, the defense wasn't quite there. And that's what we know is kind of the biggest knock on this Nets team overall. They don't play any defense. And that defense down the stretch, it was crazy because it was hectic. But once again, that's why we're scared of the Celtics, because Ime Udoka made it hectic. Didn't let the Nets get set in their defensive set or anything like that. No. Here it is. We're playing final 15 seconds, game winning on the line. We all knew the Celtics were going to take the last shot because there is no shot clock here. It's turned off. So Ime Udoka is like, hey, I'm not letting the Nets get set up. They don't play good defense, good transition defense. So we're going out on transition right now, and we're going to live and die by the result. And that chaos, I mean, we had two players jumping at Marcus Smart for a three. We had two players jumping at him. I mean, that's not good defense, but it's hectic. It's good in this moment. Hey, we know there's not a lot of time left. Let's just fly at him. And hopefully he turns over the ball, shoots up the shot, we block it, something like that. So the chaotic defense by the Nets, which isn't good when it's not chaotic, we knew it was going to break down here. So once again, this is why. Just because the Nets have the superstars, let's not disrespect other great teams, right? Let's not get caught up in the Nets. Oh, the Nets are so good and we should only be focusing on the Nets because they have Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. They're so scary. No, because now you're actively disrespecting the Celtics by not giving them their attention. So I think y'all are just still, once again, going a little bit too overboard on the Nets Nets here. We'll see how game 2 plays out. Once again, the Nets, they all had to play flawless. Kyrie Irving had to play flawless here just to lose by 1 point. What we saw, a few weeks ago where the Nets won by 7 against the Cavs in that first play-in tournament game. But it took everybody playing flawless, everybody in the starting lineup playing flawless just to win by 7 points. So it's once again the Nets team. We're not scared of the Nets team overall. Yes, on any given day, we're obviously terrified of Kevin Durant. Little bit, not maybe every game, maybe every other game for Kyrie Irving. The point still stands, but this overall team is not what it needs to be to win a ring. And even if Ben Simmons comes back, I don't know if it's going to be this year either, folks. So we get the Boston Celtics winning 115-114, getting it done. And then obviously the second biggest story here is Kyrie Irving, getting into it a little bit, jawing back and forth with the crowd. And once again, I've got no problem with that at all. I've got no problem with Kyrie Irving flicking off the crowd, yelling at the crowd, talking to the crowd, cussing at the crowd. I do not care at all about that, folks. That's fine. Kyrie Irving can do that. Any player can do that. I don't mind that. We know fans get rowdy, players can get rowdy back. That's a little bit of the competition. That's a little bit of that competitive spirit. These fans, they're at the Celtics game, they're at home, they want to see their team win, they don't want to see the Nets win. So don't take it personally. It's just, hey, I'm trying to do whatever I can to get inside your head. Do fans take it to the extreme sometimes? Yes. Should the fans take it to the extreme sometimes? Yeah, probably not. But are you gonna stop everybody? Of course not. So you just gotta roll with the punches sometimes, try to block out the noise. I know it's tough, and I know, but I mean, this is what the fans are. They're trying to get in your head, and when you show that reaction, they know, hey, it's working, and that's exactly what it was. I forgot to save the clip, or it might be right here. Yeah, so here it is. Watch everybody's reaction. Hopefully they show the back of the head reaction, because when you see their face, you see the reaction, but do they all get up and cheer? Kyrie Irving flicks them off, and you hear the crowd erupt because they're getting a rise out of you. You got to understand that you're kind of, adding fuel to the fire a little bit. Yes, the Celtics fans are going crazy, and Kyrie Irving said they were calling him a pussy and a bitch and all that. And once again, that's kind of, the classic words being thrown out, pussy, bitch, you suck, you're trash, all that. I don't like bringing up anybody's, parents or family when you're just kind of saying it to the man, to the person. I'm fine with that. Bringing out the family, I stay away from that. I don't do that. I wouldn't care if y'all did that. I just don't do that. But just saying, oh, you suck, you're trash, you're a bitch, you're a pussy, it's like, those are the traditional words being thrown out at a game when you're in hostile territory. You left this team, you left your mark on this team, you stepped on the logo, all of that. Now you're the villain, and Kyrie Irving's the villain wherever he goes because he adds to that. He adds fuel to that fire. A la flicking off the crowd multiple times in this game, did it twice. And he had a right to flick off the fans. Once again, hey, fuck y'all fuck me, fuck you. We titled our show, Boo Me, Boo You. Same thing, Baker Mayfield. Hey, y'all are going to boo me? What if I came down and booed you at your office? It's like the same thing, folks. It's just the back and forth. It's a little bit of playful. We can't cross the line between playful and physical violence and physical harm and all that, obviously. But at the end of the day, it's competition, and that's what Kyrie Irving says at kind of the press conference after it's all said and done. I'm sure y'all have heard some of these quotes and sound bites, but Kyrie Irving is on quote saying, hey, it's fun, this atmosphere, the back and forth, it's fun. So once again, I'm not feeling sorry for Kyrie Irving. He does this himself, and I don't want this, I just want this to kind of be like, hey, he's feeling into this as well. Nobody should feel sorry for Kyrie Irving. Nobody should be mad at Kyrie Irving. Nobody should feel sorry for the fans. Nobody should be as upset at the fans. Because you know what? They all left the game. They all went back to their own lives, and they're going to do it again game 2. Because once again, this is the rivalry. Rivalry in sports, folks. Where do we go wrong? It's not all sunshine and rainbows, folks. This is competition. And who's anybody to say how seriously or unseriously somebody takes competition? And Kyrie Irving says that in his press conference. conference. He says, quote, all's fair in competition. Like all's fair in war. What's the actual saying? All's fair in love and warfare or something like that. But Kyrie Irving says all's fair in competition, and that's exactly it. I don't know what you're going to bring out to the table to win. It's win regardless. It's win however way you can win. That's the literal fundamental of any sports at any age group. We will do whatever it takes to win. All's fair in competition. Look at the UFC. Why do you think after, you knock somebody out, there's kind of that buffer period of, hey, should I keep going and keep wailing on them or should I let up? What do they all do? They keep wailing on them until the ref gets involved. There's, 3 hammer punches on top of the knockout just to make sure, because all is fair in competition. I don't know. Are you playing me, faking you're knocked out? So I'm off my guard. I turn my back. You hit me. I got to make sure you're knocked out. So I know you're knocked out. And I know this is probably going to cause some more injuries by just hammer punching you 3 more times before the ref can get there to break it all up. I'm going for the hammer fist because I'm here to win. I'm here to win. It's do or die in this cage, and I'm here to win. I don't know what you're going to do. I can't read your mind. I don't know what you're planning to do. What your plan is to win. How far you would go to win. All's fair in competition from the fans to the players. Just don't break that seal between player and fan by going out on the court and getting any physically violent at all. But the booing, the trash talking, the name calling, the middle fingers by both players, by Kyrie Irving and the fans, I really don't care. It's all fair in competition. They're trying to get in Kyrie Irving's head. He can use that as motivation. He did use it as motivation. The first time he flicked off everybody was after hitting a big time shot. His foot was on the line, so it was only a 2. But they're down at this moment, 82-91, and then he flicks off the crowd getting in his head. Kyrie Irving using that as fuel, and he hit that go-ahead 3 we showed you. That's all part of the competition, so the fans shouldn't boo, because when you boo, you get in the players' heads. Kyrie Irving shouldn't kind of raise his middle fingers back, because once again, now the fans are going to do that in game 2 and keep on doing it. So you just add to it, so that's why we don't care if you feed into the beast of the fans or not. We don't care, because it's on you at the end of the day. You're just putting more pressure on yourself. If you can handle it, great. If that's what gets you more motivated, great, then do that. But nobody's feeling sorry, or nobody's going to feel disrespected, or they shouldn't feel disrespected on how it all goes. Even Kyrie Irving, he's playing into it, folks. Stop getting mad at Kyrie Irving. We know this is what he does. We talk about this man every single year for the same thing. He's done this multiple times in his career before. I don't understand why we all have to get into such an uproar. It's competition. All's fair in competition here. Kyrie Irving says that to himself, and I agree 100% with it. However you get it done, whatever it takes to win the game. Whatever it takes to win the game, because that's all that matters in competition. Winning. Did you win? No? Oh, that sucks. Oh, you had a great performance? Do we really care? You didn't win. It don't mean a thing if they ain't got that ring. Warriors had the best regular season record in NBA history, and what happened? They lost to LeBron in the finals, blowing a 3-1 lead. That's just what it is. It's unfortunate. Did you win that year? Oh, you didn't. Oh, man. Doesn't mean a thing if it ain't got that ring. Doesn't matter if you didn't win. Only thing that matters is winning. So you better make sure you're winning. And unfortunately, the Nets did not win last night. So I don't. What else do we get to here? One more quote. He says he relishes in it as a competitor, and once again, that's another level of competition. They love the back and forth. They love the verbal. Oh, fuck me? All right, yeah, fuck you. Oh, you want to fuck me? Okay, watch this. Drains a 3 in your face. What's good? Yeah, fuck me? Yeah, well, now we're up by 3. Now we're up by 3. What's good? Fuck me? You want to bring out the beast in me? All right, let me hit this 3 over you. What's good now? Yeah, that's what I thought. Fuck y'all. As I, blow out that team, blow out your team. What's good? What's good? It's a back and forth, folks. It's competition. They relish in it. These players relish in it. That's a little bit of that competitive spirit, that competitive edge. So once again, I'm not hating Kyrie Irving for this at all. This does not change my opinion on Kyrie Irving at all, because I already knew this is what this man was, and I'm fine with what he is as a person. But the fact that we're all getting in such an uproar over this, it's tiresome, first of all, and it's nonsense, second of all. This is competition, folks. This is competition. Stop bringing your social media realm into the real world, because social media is not real at all, folks. Stop getting fake outraged. Stop with the virtue signaling, and that's all this is on this Kyrie Irving thing. Virtue say, oh, I would never cuss out a player like that. That's so immature and so improper. And so, oh, okay, congratulations. Okay, congrats. You're soft. You're not winning any rings. You're not winning any sort of high level of competition. Congratulations. You've showed us that. You just told us that by saying, boo, boo. Yeah, that's why you go to the games. That's the experience. Why do you go to a movie? They love that. The Marvel movies, the midnight releases, everybody gets dressed up because you want to be immersed with the crowd. Everybody's clapping. Oh my goodness, Iron Man's here the same day. Clap, clap, clap. It's the experience. Why do you go to the game? Obviously, the angles aren't better. You stay home. Oh my goodness, I was watching this game. Oh my goodness, from my television, it was like I was right there. I was loving it. I didn't need to be in the nosebleed seats, but why do you go to the game? To be a part of that atmosphere, to be in the moment, to, get out your booze, to force home court advantage. We have home court advantage for a reason. So the fact that everybody's getting outraged because the fans were booing and flicking off and saying fuck you to Kyrie Irving and even calling him a pussy, I don't mind that word. It's one of those buzzwords out there to get a reaction. Hey, pussy, you're a pussy. Challenging masculinity. Y'all know about that. It's just what they do, and Kyrie Irving playing back into it. Yeah, fuck me. Yeah, well, look at this. I just hit a 3 in your man's face, and now I'm flicking y'all off. What's good? The back and forth, that's all competition is, folks. Some players feed into it, some don't. Oh, people aren't just kind of the same. Oh, there's nuance to people. Oh, who would have thought? Who would have thought that? Everybody's not the same. Whoa, how crazy of an idea. Wow. So... got no problem with Kyrie Irving. Got no problem with the fans. Keep it up in game 2 because I'm all here for it. Yes, sir. Kyrie Irving wants to be the villain. He knows this. He knows what he's doing, folks, okay? We don't need anybody rushing to Kyrie Irving's side. If you want to rush to Kyrie Irving's side in his defense, that's fine. I've got no problem with that, but we don't need to do that. Nobody's feeling sorry for Kyrie Irving, okay? He's fine. He's rich. He went home after this game and was like, yeah, I kind of beat the rest. Yeah, we lost, but I was kind of, whooping those Celtics asses a little bit out there and, hitting some nice daggers. And unfortunately, they lose by 1. Kyrie Irving gets spin cycled off of to lose the game. It's unfortunate. So, it doesn't always work. It doesn't always work, and then you're feeling like the asshole because Kyrie Irving lost this battle overall. So here comes round 2. Is Kyrie Irving going to be more energetic, ready to get it going even harder than he did and took it at game 1? So this series, folks, is going to be real gosh dang interesting for the rest of the time. And once again, I've got no problems with it. This is us versus y'all. We've been on the Celtics. Y'all been on the Nets. So far, it's 1-0 us. It's close, but it's still 1-0 us, so I'm taking it, folks. Yeah, we're smarter than y'all. At the current moment, we're smarter than y'all. Okay, it's unfortunate. Yeah, it's unfortunate. So, Kyrie Irving, stop it, folks. Can we all just stop it? He does this all the time. We know this. Stop getting so upset. This is competition. All's fair in competition. This is coming from the athletes. Okay, folks? All right, relax. So, got no problem with Kyrie Irving doing any of that stuff. But it is funny. We know Kyrie Irving's a little bit of the hypocrite here. And here's Kyrie Irving, booing the crowds like, oh, so it's once again, he's feeding into it. Kyrie Irving, you're going to have to take the responses because here you are fueling the fire. So, stop with the woe is me. That's where I get annoyed when people, try to do the woe is me. When the fans try to do, oh, the woe is me. When Kyrie Irving tries to do, oh, woe is me, all that's when I get annoyed. But I got no care if you're dishing it out and you're taking it and all that. It's just competition, folks. All's fair in competition. Kyrie Irving says he embraces it, relishes in it as a competitor. Folks, relax, all right? There's no reason to get so upset over these things. It's competition. They're actively going out there. Kyrie Irving is still actively going out on the floor. These fans are still actively going and showing up. Relax. There's what's the word? Consent here. There's consent here. If Kyrie Irving hated this, he would stop basketball. If the fans, hated getting flicked off by Kyrie Irving, they wouldn't go to the game. These are people engaging willingly in consent. That's why they are there together, okay? Relax, folks. The internet is not real life. Stop bringing the internet virtue signaling morals. Everybody's the same. All that nonsense to the real world, folks. That's really where we have to stop and draw the line. So that's what we got with Kyrie Irving, folks. What else we got here? Yes, Kyrie Irving being the hypocrite that we all know he is. And once again, this is why everybody has strong feelings on the whole Kyrie Irving thing, because we get this, and it's multiple times, folks. Once again, we've had the same conversation, 10 times with Kyrie Irving already this year, this week, right? So this is what Kyrie Irving said 2 days ago. This is a Kyrie Irving quote from 2 days ago. Here we go. It says, quote, "We've seen guys go to different arenas, and no matter how many times you play there, the fans are going to treat them like whatever. Whether they played there, whether they were injured, whether they injured a player, whether something went back and forth with the crowd. So giving the energy to what the fans are doing, that's not where my attention is at. So giving the energy to what the fans are doing, that's not where my attention is. So giving the energy to what the fans are doing, that's not where my attention is." But it was his attention yesterday, right? So once again, Kyrie Irving, that's not where my attention is. No, I'm not giving any attention to the fans. This was 2 days ago. No. And now here it is yesterday, giving attention to the fans. So once again, it's just hypocrisy. Everybody's a hypocrite, folks. Everybody's a hypocrite, folks, okay? Another thing we all just have to understand and come to the realization, so we stop getting this fake outrage every single time something happens. Oh, you said this and then did something else. Yes, everybody's a hypocrite. Didn't Joe Biden run on, hey, we'll cancel student debt for everybody? Hypocrite. Did he do that yet? Of course not. He says, of course we're not doing that. And what did the whole Democratic Party run on? Oh, defund the police. And then Joe Biden, last month, we got to fund the police. What are you, out of your mind? We got to fund the police. Defund the police. That's not going to solve anything. We got to fund the police. He went a complete 180. Hypocrisy, hypocrite. Everybody's a hypocrite, folks. People will say things and do things in the moment to make them look good. That's all people are, folks. Always wanting to make themselves look good, making sure that they're looking good. That's why everybody virtue signals, hey, I'm a good person. Look at me, I stand with Ukraine. All of this. Oh my goodness, I got my mask on. I'm a good person. Look at me. The outward. I don't care how I am in my head. I just need to show outwards to everybody, I'm a good person. Hypocrisy. It will do that. Oh, they all want me to do this one thing? Well, yeah, let me go and do this, say this one thing, because this will win me favor. Y'all play general manager mode on 2K and all that? What's the favorable option that you do? If you say this, you'll get 1,200 fans. But if you say this, you'll lose 600 fans. What are you going to say? Oh, yeah, give me the fans in the moment. Yeah, I'll say this. Yeah, give me the plus 1,200 fans. It's the same thing. It's what everybody does. Make sure that you're looking good outwardly. Yes, hypocrisy. Everybody's a hypocrite, folks. Everybody needs to stop taking everything so to heart, and everybody needs to realize everybody's a hypocrite, so we can all just move on. If somebody says something you don't like, just let it roll off your shoulder. Stop taking it to heart. Who cares what they say? They'll probably say something different next week, next time you see them. It's not always going to be the same, because everybody's a hypocrite, folks. Stop taking everything to heart. And Kyrie Irving takes everything to heart, or at least he shows it, and then we get this whole ordeal every single time. Alrighty, let's get back to the game, shall we? Here we go. Let's go over the stats now. We talked about everything besides the stats, folks. What did we just spend 40 minutes on this one game alone? I've got no problem. I told you this was the greatest game ever, folks. It was fantastic. We had to spend time on it. I don't know what you want from me. But here we go. For the Celtics, Marcus Smart, 20 points, 6 assists, 7 rebounds. Yes, that great pass, folks. That great pass in the beginning to win this game, folks, by Marcus Smart. This is what we've been telling y'all about the man. Tier 1 point guard in the NBA, hands down, folks. Absolutely. Jaylen Brown, 23 points, 4 steals, 3 assists, 5 rebounds. Daniel Tice at the 5, 4 points on 16% shooting, down low. 6 rebounds. Please do not play this man ever again. And this is what's so upsetting, because the Celtics, they really can win the ring, but man, oh man, they don't have that big. It's going to, they'll run into some problems if they have to face the 76ers. If they somehow get out of the East, which they can, but if they get out of the East and they have to face the Suns, DeAndre Ayton. So it's just so unfortunate that the Celtics lost Robert Williams, but we are still rocking with this Celtics train until the wheels pop off, baby. Still loving it. Al Horford, 20 points, 15 rebounds. We showed you the clutchest one. And then Jayson Tatum, 31 points, 8 assists, game-winning defense, game-winning layup, all of that. Jayson Tatum, superstar, folks. We must rename the play Jesus Christ Superstar to Jayson Tatum Superstar, folks. I'm telling y'all, do I have to stop this show so I can go direct on Broadway? Because the play must be brought to life. Jayson Tatum Superstar, yes? Let me look up what Jayson, because I don't know what Jesus Christ Superstar is all about. I just know the name, so hopefully this isn't like anything bad. Jesus Christ Superstar. Let me get the synopsis on this to make sure I'm not like spreading like hate speech or something by saying Jayson Tatum should be in this or something. What's the plot? What's the plot of Jesus Christ Superstar? Loosely based on the Gospel's accounts of the Passion, the work interprets the psychology of Jesus and other characters. The psychology of Jesus. Maybe, do I gotta check this out? That sounds good. I'm all about psychology. Jesus Christ Superstar is a sung-through rock opera with music by Andrew Lloyd Webber. Wow, okay, this is a big thing. Yeah, Jayson Tatum Superstar. That's not racist or mean or anything, right? I was a little scared of that happening, but no, yeah, all right. Maybe I gotta check out Jesus Christ Superstar, but I'll rewrite it for Jayson Tatum, folks, truly. All right, so Jayson Tatum got it done. Everybody in the starting lineup for the Celtics got it done. Coming off the bench, Derek White, 7 points, 3 steals, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. Solid bench production. Grant Williams, 7 points, 2 rebounds. He shot 0-4 from the 3. Nothing great overall. Peyton Pritchard only playing 8 minutes, 3 points on 1 shot. He hit it. So overall, once again, the depth of the Celtics could get them in trouble. The bigs of the Celtics could get them in trouble, but not as long as they got JT Superstar, baby. Jayson Tatum. Yes, sir, Superstar. Respect it, folks. Respect it. All right, and then for the Nets last night, Kyrie Irving played absolutely magnificent. 39 points, 4 steals, 6 assists, 5 rebounds, 6 of 10 from the 3. Magnificent clutch shots. All the time in the fourth quarter, it was just clutch shots. The Nets were losing for most of the game. It was back and forth. It wasn't back and forth. It was close, really, the entire game. But Kyrie Irving really took over late third quarter, early-ish mid-fourth quarter. But man, oh man, just could not put it all together. We saw that game winner buzzer beater by Jayson Tatum rolling off of Kyrie. But overall, Kyrie was shooting very well. 6 of 10 from 3 for 39 points. Kevin Durant, 23 points, but only 1 of 5 from the 3. Once again, that late shot in the fourth quarter to ice the game, put him up 4, can't hit it. Clutch ability by Kevin Durant is truly on notice. It's not officially on trial. I think the judge has officially brought it to trial for Kevin Durant. Hey, are you clutch? Well, go out and prove it, because we've got exhibit A, B, and C so far over the last week and a half, and all of them have shown you're not clutch. So Kevin Durant's going to have to be clutch here again, folks, and it better come soon, because they're down 1-0 in the series. Bruce Brown didn't get it done, and remember, y'all were saying the Nets were so scary after they only won by 7 to the Cavs in that play-in tournament. Once again, Kyrie Irving had to play flawless in that Cavs game to win by 7. Bruce Brown played probably his best game of the year in that Cavs game to only win by 7. Now we get Bruce Brown, not floundering, but not doing anything. Only took 3 shots for only 5 points. That's not what he did. He had like 18, I think, against the Cavs. Andre Drummond, 8 points, 4 rebounds, nothing great. Seth Curry, 9 points, 6 assists. It's okay. 1 of 4 from the 3, where we usually expect a heavier load by Seth Curry. Couldn't really carry it, handle it last night. Nicholas Claxton was getting it really done. And this is where, we are a little concerned. A little potential concern on the Celtics big. Nicholas Claxton was absolutely kind of dominating every time he was out there on the floor. He played 30 minutes last night, a plus 10 on the floor, and a 1-point loss. That's fantastic. 13 points, 8 rebounds. Yeah, Daniel Tice cannot even stand up to Nicholas Claxton. That's how we know we have a true issue here. And then Goran Dragic finally coming into his own, 14 points, 5 rebounds. Once again, Goran Dragic got off to a very, very slow start ever since he joined this Nets team. But the last maybe 2-3 games, truly been locking in and is a little bit of a guaranteed bucket off the bench for this Nets team, which they desperately need. 14 points on 54% shooting. Another thing for this Nets team before he closed up the game, LaMarcus Aldridge didn't even play last night. So now Nicholas Claxton, LaMarcus Aldridge, Andre Drummond, too. The Nets really should go through their bigs a little bit more, but that would require Steve Nash actually coach, which we know he doesn't, and that would actually kind of take away shots from Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, which we know they don't really love to do overall, so that probably won't happen. But seeing what the Celtics are without their great big Robert Williams, you should take advantage. Have LaMarcus Aldridge go and beef it up down low. He would absolutely destroy this Celtics team where they would have to redo their lineup of truly having, like, Jayson Tatum play the 4 for really kind of the entire game. So we'll see what changes Steve Nash and the Nets make. We'll see if Kyrie Irving can keep on being very, very great to keep the game close. So we'll see if Kevin Durant ever becomes clutch again this season. But there it is, folks. Celtics winning by 115-114, the easiest, best game of the year so far. And I got to give credit to the Nets. I know we say they're not scary and y'all need to move off the Nets and stop with the Nets, really. But the Nets have been involved in 2 of the best games so far this season. The game against the Bucks 3 weeks ago, step back 3 by Giannis. And then this game against the Celtics. So the Nets, they're on the losing side of those great games. So, that's why they're not scared. If they were winning those games, yeah, okay, now they're scary. But they're not winning. Why are we scared of somebody that's not winning games against the best teams in the league? I mean, yeah, that's not scary to me, folks. Is it a little worrisome? Yeah, okay, I'm worried about Kevin Durant on a nightly basis, absolutely. But am I scared of him? Am I terrified of him? No. Y'all are going above and beyond with it. Okay, let's rein it in. A little potentially worried, a little concerned. Oh, Kevin Durant's on the, yeah, I'm a little concerned. Am I scared? Am I losing sleep? No, of course not. Absolutely not. I'm getting more sleep, honestly. I'm a little potentially worried. I'm potentially thinking about getting worried about the Nets. That's it. So, Celtics get the 1-point win, 115-114, and it was absolutely amazing. Man, oh man, I will be watching it again. I may not even watch the playoff games tonight, and they're not going to live up to this one. I may just rewatch this game 3 times as the 3 games play out tonight. All right, here we go. Let's move on. Man, oh man, we spent way a lot of time on that. But I'm not sorry about it, folks. I do not apologize for anything on the show. Okay, unless I'm truly wrong, which I'm not wrong about spending maybe, 40 minutes? We spent 50 minutes on this? I told you I was great, folks. So much to get through. All right, but let's finish up the games.